What's up, guys? Duke back here from sportsgamers.com, and boy oh boy, do I have a treat for you guys today. In this Madden 20 tip, I'm going to show you guys the best defense in Madden 20. This is a 3 to 4 man unblockable blitz that no advanced protection scheme can pick up. No combination of max protect, ID the mic, slide protect, or double team will pick this up. It's easy to use, it has outstanding pass coverage, and it's even solid run defense too. So let's get into it now. So we're going to be looking at the New England Patriots playbook on defense. It's in other, it's in many other playbooks too, and you can actually do this from a few formations. We either want to have the big dime 2-3-6 Sam or Will. Either or doesn't make too much of a difference, and we're going to look at DB Fire too. Only thing I really recommend with this is to make sure you have some fast corners in the slot. That's really all that really matters. So we're going to go ahead and look at this DB Fire 2, and I'm going to show you guys how this works exactly. Now, I will say that this is a blitz and defense that is better used against like single back or shotgun formations. I wouldn't really run this against eye tight because obviously eye tight or a heavy run formation like that, is something a little bit different. So before I show you guys the setup, I do want to remind you guys to please click the subscribe button in the corner of the video. Subscribe to my channel. We have some fire tips, some fire content we upload daily, and you don't want to miss out. Guys, also please, if you're rocking with me, smash that like button. The support lately has been unreal. I'd really love to get 500 likes on this video. I don't think we've done that before. Maybe we have, once the video's been out a while, but, not right off the bat. So let's try to get that in the first day or two, and that would be awesome. So, in the meantime, if you want any more Madden 20 tips, check out sportsgamers.com. I promise you guys we have the best ebooks and tips available. All that said, all that out of the way, let's get into it, man. This is some fire I want to drop today. So, all we're going to do is we're just going to press. We're going to come up here and use this corner right here that's on the same side of the screen as the running back. You can see there's two corners here in the slot. So, whichever side of the screen the running back's on, use that slot corner. So, I'm going to go ahead and put him in a hard flat and QB contain. Now past this, what we're going to do is just basically adjustments. We're going to go ahead and man up the running back with the inside linebacker on the same side of the screen. We're going to put the other inside linebacker in a mid read. And then I'm going to either put that blitzing corner that's on the right either manned up or, I'll put him in a vert hook. It kind of just depends. But this is all you have to do. And this is a three-man rush. Honestly, guys, if you want to, you could even spy the defensive end opposite your nickelback that you're rushing. And this is going to be a user pass rush glitch, guys. I kind of showed you something similar to this out of the 3-4 recently. Well, this is an even better way, in my opinion, to do it that I have found. So we're going to go ahead and what I like to do is a little trick to make this work better is at the snap, I'm going to rush around. We're going to go at max protect so you guys can see that doesn't work. But I'm going to hold down, if I'm on Xbox, the left trigger, or if I'm on PlayStation, L1, until the ball's snapped. And the reason for that is kind of hold me in place a little bit better and allow me to run around the corner a bit quicker. So you guys can see here, snap, I just run around that tackle, and he's never going to block me. Guys, we all know in MUT by now, you can have basically 99 speed DBs everywhere. So imagine doing this with a 99 speed DB. How problematic this is going to be. You're seeing this is literally a three-man rush. There's nobody open. I just did max protect. And, I mean, the whole field is completely blanketed. I mean, what are you going to do here if you're on offense? I can tell you what you're going to do. You're going to take a sack and you're going to like it. So I want to show you guys that not only does this work against max protect, but this even works like if you're to try to go ahead and ID the mic and slide protect too. So that's something a lot of people will do. And let me go ahead and set this up real quickly for you guys. Get all my adjustments in. But a lot of people they'll just go ahead and max protect, but then also they'll slide protect away from the running back and then try to ID the guy that's rushing. So let's say they ID me. So it's something a lot of people will do. So you guys can see this is not going to work either. Again, I'm just holding down the left trigger and I put myself in a hard flat until the ball snapped. And again, if you're on PlayStation, left trigger would be L1. And again, you guys can see, just so you can see one last time, my user rusher is still ID'd, but it's not going to make a difference. So the snap, just run around the corner, get a sack. Just that simple. I mean, good night. because on offense, you are dead. Now, you guys have probably seen a lot of this DB fire from this formation online. It's a pretty solid defense, just period. That a lot of people do like to run because it's easy to adjust out of. And honestly, you can create some pretty decent pressure without even use your rushing. But this just takes this defense to another level. Actually, not even another level, another dimension. It is so effective. Now, I want to show you guys that it doesn't matter, literally what they do. Like, they could come out here and not block anybody. They could go the other way. They could just say, you know what, we're not going to block anybody. And, we're still going to be able to get in here every single time. Like, this is not, same exact adjustments, by the way. This is not, a once in a while thing. This is a every time thing. So here, same exact setup. You can see they're not blocking anybody. It's running around the corner. It's an easy sack. Now, another thing I do want to go over is, about being on the running back side. This is why I love this formation so much, is you always want to be on the running back side shotgun-wise. I will show you an example of single back, but shotgun-wise, you always want to be on the running back side. So let's say that they're in a different type of formation, and, the running back's on the other side of the screen. Okay, that's no problem. So now, as I was controlling the one on the left before, we have two DBs from this formation. So now I can just click on and get on the one on the right and set everything else up the same way. So you guys can see here, this is literally the exact same setup. I'm just going to be on the other side of the screen now. And, at the snap, again, I'm going to do the same exact thing. I'm going to hold down the left trigger, and then I'm just going to run right by, turbo past the O-lineman at the snap and come in for the sack. So you guys can see, super easy, does not make a difference which side of the screen the running back is on compared to the quarterback, because as you see here, he's on the right. The first few times he's on the left. So this is obviously shotgun. Now, if they're under center, he's not going to be directly to this one side or the other of the quarterback. He's going to be behind the quarterback. So at that point, to be honest with you, you can just control the one on the left. If they're under center, I just normally get on the one on the left. Now, honestly, again, you have to know what type of formation they're in, because if they're in single back wing tight, you obviously that's heavy running. You may as well get in your best run D. But if they're in something that's a little bit more they could be running or passing, you're not really sure. Just some random stuff like this. This is definitely something you can use against under center as well. Just again, be smart about it. If they're in something that's obviously going to be a running type set, you're gonna have to come out in a little bit stronger run defense. You know what I'm saying? So just be smart about it. Now, one thing I will say is I would probably make sure I'm opposite the tight end. So even though I do like to be on the left under center, I'm gonna make sure I'm away from the tight end side of the formation under center. If they're dual tight ends, obviously that could be a little different. But again, if they're in a heavy under center with multiple tight ends, I'm probably just in a different defense anyway to defend the run. But if they're in something like this, you guys can see again, we can go ahead and just block the back. He's not going to be able to stop me. I'm just going to run right around him. So you guys can see, bam. So it's a little bit different under center going around the tackle, because obviously under center, the quarterback's not as deep. He's not taking the ball from snap, in the gun. He's taking it directly under the center. So he's probably going to be up a little bit further in the pocket. So you do have to just kind of practice your use your rush around that tackle and coming up at an angle around this to make sure you get in for the sack. But I can promise you guys, this is super easy to do. It's not hard at all. I literally got this down in probably less than 5 minutes. And I'm older now. I don't have the stick I had when I was 20 years old. So if you're a young guy, you got you got some crazy stick, this is going to be very effective for you guys. It's super easy. Even if you're older like me and you don't have the stick you once had, doesn't matter. It's so easy to do. Do want to just show you guys one more example. We're going to go against a spread set here, just so you can see a little bit something different. We are going to block the running back again. So, you can baseline if you want, but you don't have to. But normally what I do is I just go ahead, bring my user up, and put them in a hard flat, contain, and make whatever adjustments I want. You always do want to man up the running back with the inside linebacker on the same side. So here you can see we're going to go man him up with this one. Go ahead right here, come around this side. And user this guy in the hard flat. Go in the hard flat. This guy right here, we're going to put in the mid-read. And then the opposite guy, we can just man up, or we can put in a vert hook. So if we started all the way over, we just like to move both of these corners to the inside, You can baseline, you don't have to, but I like to use this corner on the side of the running back. So put him in a hard flat. The opposite guy, you can man up or put an invert hook, either way. The inside linebacker opposite the running back, I like in a mid read, and then I like to man up the running back with the inside linebacker on the same side of him and contain. So that's it. And at the snap, you guys can see you can just run around, get the sack. I mean, it's that easy. One more thing I want to mention is if they are in a formation like this, where there's only a running back and there's no tight ends, and obviously it's just not that great of blocking to begin with. You definitely, if you want to, can just you honestly could just use a rush from the other side if you want. That is something you definitely could do if you weren't even worried about that. Is you could just use a rush the other way. And if you're going to use a rush the other way, at times, I mean, you don't even need to man up the running back. You could just literally do something like this to where the running back is not even manned up, and do it this way. Because again, when you're rushing opposite the running back, a lot of times he will just dumb out, period, and you don't even need to worry about manning him up. But you can really only do that, if formations don't have tight ends. Because if they had a tight end and they're able to max protect a little bit better, you would always want to rush from the side of the running back. But against formations like this, to where there is no good blocking, you could just literally take off from either side. And that same goes for empty. Last example I want to show you is empty. So if you saw empty, I mean, you really wouldn't have to worry about doing much of anything, because empty is just, has no protection. So essentially we could just go ahead and contain, and we could move them both in. We could baseline and contain and move both of them in so they don't know which way you're coming from. Coverage, one of them out, man them up, whatever you want to do. Just do something simple like this. And then just whichever one you want to use, or put them in a hard flat. But we've kind of disguised it so they don't know which one we're coming from. We could be coming from the left or the right, because we moved both of the corners in. But anyways, we just hold down the left trigger until the ball snap, and then we just run around and get that sack. Very, very easy, guys. I mean, I promise you, this is super easy. And again, if you use a super fast guy in MUT, or if you're in a franchise with a super fast guy, good night. Now, if we're talking regs, just put your fastest backup corners in the slot, or safeties, whatever the case may be. You don't need some crazy fast speed, but definitely, around 90 is definitely nice. But if you're like 88, that's cool too. But I will tell you, the faster, definitely the better. So guys, like I said, I hope you enjoyed this video. This is some amazing defense. It's the best defense in the game. And we'll be back with some more fire very soon. Until then, I'm out.